Hello again, fellow tea enjoyers, please enjoy this short story. Title: Mother-in-law secretly wants $1 million life insurance on my husband. My husband and I have been married for nearly a year now, and our relationship stretches back over 7 wonderful years. Throughout our time together, his mother has always been a challenging character in our lives. Her personality is overwhelming, she hoards countless items, constantly seeks financial help, and has a flair for creating drama out of thin air. Recently, she brought up an alarming issue. One morning, she called my husband, proposing to take out a life insurance policy on him, valued at $1 million. Her plan was to cover all the costs herself and be the sole beneficiary. It's worth noting that my husband is in excellent health, unlike his mother. She struggles with her weight, has diabetes, and hasn't made any efforts to manage her condition or improve her lifestyle. Despite these health issues, she doesn't depend on us for support. She lives 3 hours away with her mother, maintaining a physical distance that somehow doesn't lessen the complexity of our interactions. The thought of her having such a policy on him is deeply unsettling to me. While my husband laughed it off, finding the idea absurd, I couldn't shake off my discomfort. She knows all of his personal details like his social security number, making it entirely possible for her to go through with her plan. What's more disturbing is how she framed the necessity of this policy. She told my husband it was to ensure her financial stability after his death, speaking as if his demise was an imminent certainty. She even explicitly instructed him not to inform me about the policy, suggesting that knowledge of such a sum might tempt me to harm him for the money. This is beyond upsetting and crosses a line into downright disturbing territory. I've expressed my concerns to my husband, insisting that perhaps we should cut contact with her to avoid any potential manipulation or harm. However, he believes there is no immediate threat and suggests that ignoring her might be the best course of action, confident that she will soon be distracted by another wild scheme. I find myself at a crossroads, unsure of how to proceed. Is it even legal for her to insure someone's life when she stands to gain from their death, especially without their spouse's knowledge? Should we confront her about this or take steps to prevent it from happening? I'm turning to you for advice on how to handle this delicate situation. What do you think we should do? Update. Today turned out to be quite a challenging day, adding another unexpected twist to our ongoing family saga. My husband and I were out handling various errands, trying to make the most of a busy day, when his phone started buzzing incessantly. He had been deliberately ignoring his mother's calls and texts for some time, especially since she had shockingly suggested that he consent to her taking out $1 million life insurance policy on his life. Her persistent contacting finally broke through his resolve when she texted him about a supposed car accident she had over the weekend. Concerned despite the ongoing tension, he called her back. She recounted how she had allegedly fallen asleep while driving and collided with a cement median, causing significant damage to the passenger door and side of her car. But as the conversation unfolded, it became clear that her call wasn't just about seeking sympathy or informing him of her mishap. Instead, she had an ulterior motive. She wanted him to add her car under his insurance policy to avoid the higher premiums she now faced due to her accident. This request was not only inappropriate but also highly manipulative. As my husband declined her request, their conversation quickly escalated into a heated argument. During the exchange, the topic of the life insurance came up again. In a moment of intense confrontation, my husband accused her of planning to exploit the life insurance policy by taking out a loan against it as part of a get-rich-quick scheme. Remarkably, she openly admitted to this plan. She confessed that her strategy was to pay the life insurance premiums for a few months, secure a substantial loan, and then stop making payments altogether. Hearing her admit to such a scheme was both shocking and disheartening. My husband, deeply upset by her admission and the clear evidence of her manipulative behaviors, told her in no uncertain terms that she had irreparably damaged their relationship. Following this admission, we have decided to cease all contact with her. His decision, though painful, is one he feels is necessary to preserve his well-being and our family's peace. It's incredibly sad to witness my husband dealing with such a selfish act from his mother, but fortunately, he is not without support. His father and stepmother have been pillars of strength and love throughout this ordeal, providing the emotional backing we desperately need. In light of these events, and to safeguard our future, my husband and I have decided to take out reciprocal life insurance policies on each other. This decision marks a step forward in our commitment to each other and a move away from the toxic dynamics of his relationship with his mother. Thank you to everyone who has supported us and offered advice. Moving forward without his mother's influence is undoubtedly the best course of action for both our emotional health and our future security.